First up, though, welcome back, Jane McDonald.
Oh, it's lovely
glistening
to see
Greek
you.
goddess.
Yeah, well, it took a lot of time, did this? I'll tell you, because my other half is very fair, and I thought, not fair as in love and war, I mean fair as in looks.
Pale.
Pale, that's the word I'm looking for. And I
Pale
thought,
blonde.
that's him.
Yes.
Have you met him? Oh, yeah, I've met him, yes. And I thought, I'll be really good, I'll be a good fiancé, I'll go out and get proper high factor and everything else. So I smothered him from head to foot. He kept slipping out my hands, you know, like you do. And, oh, I love that, don't you? And I thought, this is great. Well, by day 2, he looked like a Greek god, and I swear to God, the factor that I put on for me, it were one down from a jumper and a balaclava.
Still brown.
This is chip fat. I had to end up putting chip fat on in the end. It were not good at all, so I had to change my factor.
Was it lovely, though?
We had a brilliant time, and it's just great. So we're still talking. First holiday together, proper holiday.
It is,
yeah,
it's a big test. Make or break, isn't it?
I know, and it's made it. It's
made
lovely.
it. Oh, she's all glowing. You're newlywed still.
Yes, and we're still speaking, having been to see Bruno at Muswell Hill Odeon. Well, don't go to that film if you want any romance or anything. It puts you right off. Well, it's very funny. Well, some of it was very funny, and some of it was excruciating. I had to look at it like that.
Yeah.
But I could never have gone to it with anybody else but Mr. Spain, frankly. So that was nice.
Oh.
A bit of an outing.
So I wouldn't take my mother to see it,
No,
then.
I
best
was
not. We just had a lovely family weekend. Glorious weather in Scotland over the weekend.
Sunny in Scotland?
Sunny in Scotland again. That's our 2 days gone.
That's global warming for you.
No, it was absolutely lovely, beautiful. I was sitting there on my sister-in-law's deck, glass of wine, kids paddling pool, tractor, husband going by, and you thought, does it get any better?
No, it doesn't.
What's he doing in a tractor?
Her husband's a farmer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant David in a tractor.
No.
Oh, right.
Nothing compares to your weekend, which you are still reaping the not large benefits
I have
from.
to admit, I'm not feeling my Sunday best today.
It's Monday.
I did have... oh, yeah! No, I did have a really, really fantastic weekend. I went up to Manchester, so I went up north. Went
your
to see
in-laws?
the in-laws, yeah, or the future in-laws. And went to a few parties, but yesterday ended up going to a party with Denise Welsh.
Oh,
so
big mistake.
Yeah, and it ended back at her house. I'd say thank you very much to Dawn and Ashley. It was a fantastic party in the most beautiful house. But we ended up back at Denise's, where I ended up on the floor in the kitchen having a fight with her dog.
A bit like this.
A bit like this. Oh, look, there's me, and there's Denise on the kitchen floor.
Which is the dog?
There's the dog. It's yeah, it's debatable, isn't it?
But the in-laws were there, they kept up with you the whole time.
Yeah, the in-laws came to the party and kept up with us. It was great and a lovely, lovely time.
Fantastic. Well, making the news today, 1,000 people have been asked to rate 50 life events, such as having children or holidays, and compare them to the pleasure they would gain if they won the lottery. Now, in the poll, good health gave people the most pleasure, with being told, I love you, coming second, above having a stable relationship and living in a safe environment. So, would hearing those 3 little words come high up your pleasure chart, Jane?
Oh, well, yes. You see, I think, because I'm from a sort of, well, I'm a Scottish background, and they're very sort of, not very demonstrative about, you know, the I love yous and things like that. So, and I've been brought up very sort of strict, and we don't say things like that. But now, you see, I've changed them all. I've changed them, and I didn't used to say it a lot either. But I think it depends on who is saying I love you to you. So I say it to my mum every day now, because, you know, I do. I love her very much, and she says it back.
Doesn't she know, though?
Yeah, I know, but it's nice to just reaffirm it. It's just, you know, so... And I force her to say it back to me. I sit down and I tickle her. Yeah. I say, and your reply is, mother? Yes, and no, and of course Ed is very...
How often does he say it?
Probably about 3 times a day. Oh. But we are, you know, it's a bit pathetic, I know. But I say it back to him as well, because I do love him very much.
But I think you're right, it depends on what you're used to growing up, doesn't it? My husband's family are very close and very loving, but probably don't say it as often as my family. I grew up hearing it every day, which kind of sets the bar quite high for future partners, that if you don't get that every day, you think there's something wrong. Fortunately, my husband's very, very good at saying it a lot, and we of course are bringing our children up. And my daughter this morning at 4:30 in the morning, as I gave her a bottle, love you, mummy. So it is who, you know, it's who says
I
it.
think
It's just
children, when they say
So
it,
lovely.
now, if my son said it, I'm so grateful. So surprised. But Mr. Spain has told me off, because when we first met, I love it, and I always go, lots of love on the phone, lots of love, yeah, love you, lots of love. He said to me, you love everybody, you know, willy-nilly. Does that mean that you don't really, you know, love me any more or less than anybody else? So I've started to think about it more, which makes me not say it so often now. I think said at the right time, in the right place, to the right person, it means a lot. Although on the other hand, you know, there's nothing more wonderful than coming out the stage door and people saying, God, we really love you. So it's a different kind of love. But I think yes, everybody needs to be told, and I think it makes. I wish I'd said it to my mum more now, because I love it so much when my sons just say it out of the blue, and I wished I'd said it to her.
See, I never really. Our family was a bit like that, not really saying it. It never really did, and I never really said it to my mum too much. But I didn't. It doesn't bother me, and I don't sort of look back and think I wish I'd said it more to her, because I know she knew, and I know that she loved me too. So. Well, it just seemed silly saying it really to her, but now I've got a boyfriend.
You've got a fiance, young lady.
I've got a fiance who I love so much, I can't stop telling him. And he tells me as well, and it's almost like you can't explain how much you love someone. Do you know what I mean?
When it's sort of insufficient. Those 3 words are actually insufficient, but it's all you can kind of come up with.
Yeah, because and I think, you know, the only way you can try and let them know how much you love it is by keep saying it.
Sorry, I'm just looking for the bucket. I just thought.
So loved up.